displaying good sportsmanship. We hold certain expectations for our players, coaches, and fans, and have the same expectations for our opponents. More specifically, the expectation of respect for all, with an appreciation for good plays on both sides. Any behavior that deviates from these standards is considered unacceptable and may warrant forfeiting one's privilege of remaining in the gym to observe the game. As soon as the officials are done with the ground rules, we'll have our starting lineups, followed by a prayer and the national anthem.
Say hello and welcome to the Vikings song.
I'm not good at this announcing stuff. I've never done it.
You want to set it off?
I've never done this. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Aiden McCarthy, and
I'm Melvin Toller.
we are here announcing St. Lawrence Vikings girls soccer against St. Joe's tonight's senior night, and the girls will be looking to continue their win streak.
Number 5 is Diamond Honey. Number 13 is Gigi Gomez. Number 14 is Sydney Bejo Mizenge. Number 15 is Mariah Mendoza. Number 16 is Sofia Cabrera. Number 20 is Yvonne Coral. And number 21 is Viviana Jimenez. The Chargers are coached by Matt Sinecor, assisted by Justin Lane, David Burton, and Christian Mejo Dezenge. Now for your St. Lawrence Vikings. Number 00, Gina Zhang. Number 3 is Emily Taylor. Number 4 is Taylor Healy. The first of our 5 seniors starting tonight. Number 5, Miranda Hunt. Number 7 is Michaela Ugueta. Number 10 is Anna Potter.
Thanks for joining us for today's matchup. We look to have an exciting one today.
At halftime of this game.
And Taylor Healy starts off for the Vikings with a pass to Ashley Murphy, and the Vikings are moving up the side at a pretty fast rate. Turnover. Dump and chase. And still playing it down in the corner. Out of bounds. Vikings throw in.
St. Joe to control the ball, looking to push it up the left sideline. Plays it up to number 21 of St. Joe's. 21 with a nice play to number 2. 2 trying to make a commanding. Murphy with the take. Murphy with the take to kick it out. St. Joe throw in. Why can't I hear myself?
Throws it down the sideline. Vikings play in the center.
Michaela to defend on that. She defends beautifully.
Nina Zhang with the save. Good save, Nina.
Nina walking it. That is actually correction. That is Nina Zhang. I thought it was her sister, bro.
Offsides. Turnover. And the Vikings will have a free kick from about the 20-yard line.
Taylor Healy will take that free kick. Taylor Healy giving her teammates time to set up in their formations. Taking a couple steps back. Ready to boot it. And it's off. Murph with a kick out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. That'll be a St. Joe throw-in. Correction, Ashley Murphy.
And St. Joe's boots it down the St. Laurence sideline. Taylor Healy is going to field it down at the and kicks it out of bounds and lets the Vikings reset back on defense in the box. It'll be a St. Joe's throw-in.
So, Aiden, what are the keys to this game today?
The Vikings really need to control possession, and their passes have to be crisp. They need to move up. They need to transition real well from defense to offense, and that's how they're going to score these goals and ultimately come away with a W.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you.
Goal kick for the Vikings.
Taylor Healy is going to take this goal kick, giving her team's time to set up.
down to midfield. And looks like a handball on St. Joe's. Vikings free kick around the 50-yard line. Taylor Healy will take this one as well. And Ashley Murphy. Oh. Ball still in play in the box, though.
Ashley Murphy had a good look, but the goalie made a decisive save at the last second.
And St. Joe's dumps it again. Taylor Healy is going to play this one out of bounds and give the Vikings another chance to set up back on defense.
St. Joe throw in. 21 fields it. Kicks it down to Nina. Nina, an easy save. Walking it up, giving her team time to set up. She boots it away.
Long ball over the St. Joe's defensive line, and the Vikings are going to chase after that one. Bit of miscommunication by St. Joe's, and they're looking to just play it out and recover.
A nice pass down the line by St. Joe. Across, Taylor Healy is there to intercept it. She's moving down, trying to get her team set up for a strike on the goal. Taylor Healy to boot it.
Another ball over the St. Joe's line, and it's going to roll down to be a St. Laurence corner kick. Looks like St. Joe's tipped that when it was in the air and rolled all the way down to the baseline, and it's out of bounds.
So, Aiden, I've watched a couple St. Lawrence girls soccer games, and Taylor Healy has been a monster in these corner kicks. She has scored on three of them, I think, and has assisted Ashley Murphy on a couple others.
Wow, it's really, she's really good at the corner kick. She's got excellent placement. She knows exactly where to put the ball, and let's see what she does right here. Bit of a low one. Oh, Vikings had an opportunity there, and looks like it's going to go out for St. Joe's goal kick.
On that corner kick,
short goal kick there, and Vikings play it right back to the goalkeeper, and she's got it now for an easy save, and let's see what she does with it here. Nice punt there, almost to midfield, and Ashley Murphy is there to take it out the air. St. Joe's kicks it right over the St. Lawrence line, and it's gonna looks like roll out for a St. Lawrence throw and around the 5-yard line for the Vikings.
Bridget throw into Taylor Healy. Taylor Healy boots it away, but St. Joe's is under it. Ashley Murphy gets her foot on it and is trying to make a move downfield, but St. Joe's is there to intercept it.
St. Joe's throwing. ball's still in play. A bit of confusion there.
Taylor Healy to
Oh, and the Vikings look to run onto it. She might get there. Oh, goalie makes a step up, and good call there by the goalie coming out to grab that one. And now a punt upfield. That was a nice punt. She's got a great leg, almost to midfield. And Ashley Murphy onto it, kicks it out. Vikings are going to regroup again, and it's another St. Joe's throw-in around the 40-yard line.
Taylor Healy will throw in for the Vikings.
Out of bounds, and looks like it's a St. Joe's throw-in. Don't know if anybody touched it there.
I love the support of the St. Lawrence student body here today. Really coming out to support our senior girls.
Yeah, it's great. You can tell the students really care, and I think the entire boys soccer program's here to support the girls, which is great because they always came out to support the boys back in the fall. So, just really great that everyone's showing such support for each other. Hannah Potter looks to throw this one in for the Vikings. Ashley Murphy coming down the middle with it. Ooh, and looks like she took a shoulder. Wow, that looks like it hurt. She might have gotten the wind knocked out of her there. She's a tough girl.
St. Joe's plays it down the field behind the line. Taylor Healy has room and time to play on the ball. Boots it down.
St. Lawrence needs to drop back more on defense. They're all playing around the midfield, and they gotta drop more and support that D line because St. Joe's keeps playing it right over the St. Lawrence line, and the girls are trying to just play it out and regroup. Taylor Healy plays this one. Ooh, okay.
Great play by the St. Joe's defender. St. Joe's looking to make a good shot, but kicks it away. Nina Zhang with an easy save.
Nina Zhang yelling out instructions, and now punts it. 50-50 ball, and still fighting over it. St. Joe's looks to maintain possession. Good pass there by St. Joe's. They move the ball pretty well. Hannah Potter plays to Andrea Martinez, and now St. Joe's steals that one back. Kicks it right to St. Lawrence. St. Lawrence kicks it right down to the St. Joe's goalie, and she will show off her leg once more. Another long punt past midfield, and Ashley Murphy heads that one right out of the air. St. Lawrence looking to play this one. Ashley Murphy trying to get to it. Oh, and she is off to the races. See if she can get onto this one. Good job by the St. Joe's defender keeping her off the ball. Plays it out for a Viking corner kick. Looks like there was a call there. Foul on the Vikings. It's going to be looks like a goal kick for St. Joe's. Ball must have gone out of bounds there. And St. Joe's will have a goal kick. short ball. St. Lawrence hands it over to St. Joe's, and neither team seems to have a great advantage in possession. Up to this point, it's just gonna have to be in a matter of transition where the Vikings or St. Joe's can get a quick goal here.
The ball is seeming to stay on the St. Joe's defensive side. Ashley Murphy looking to make a run down the field.
Right to the St. Joe's goalie. And now St. Lawrence is looking to drop. Oh wait, never mind. It is another goal kick. Ball went out of bounds apparently, and another goal kick for St. Joe's. And St. Lawrence fields that one around the 35, looking to go right back down. Long ball by the St. Joe's defensive line. Taylor Healy on that one, pushing it right back up to the other side. Out of bounds on St. Joe's.
That'll be a Viking throw-in.
Hannah Potter throwing this one in for the Vikings. And Isa Perez here, subbing in for Andrea Martinez.
Fill in for me real quick. I'm gonna go tell him. I'm gonna go find somebody because I'm so bad at it.
Looks like there's a St. Joe's girl down, and we'll hope she's all right. Looks to be a captain. And stoppage in play for the moment, and the St. Lawrence trainer runs onto the field to check her out.
Don't forget we'll be having our senior night festivities. That'll be at halftime of the game today. And also, don't forget to join us a week from today. That's Tuesday, May 15th, when the Vikings start their playoff run with a home game at 6 o'clock when Crete Moni visits. Prior to that, we'll be hosting Providence and Marian Catholic at 4 o'clock that day. And the two winners will meet on Friday, May 18th at 4:30 right here at Kavanaugh Stadium. Please come out and support your St. Lawrence Vikings.
Try to announce someone else other than Murphy and Taylor, even though they are the majority of the game. I get you better than
You're announcing?
Let's have a hand for our injured player.
Still announcing too?
No, I can't. I don't know how. Dude,
Is he paying you?
I paid him $5.
So what is it for sports media? Where's Oswald? At halftime, I'm gonna do. Where's Oswald? Quiz you at halftime. Go ask Coach.
I'll go ask Coach.
Where Oswald is. Why is Oswald supposed to be announcing? Melvin Toller is gone now, and taking over is Mr. Liam McCarthy. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Liam. This is my first game announcing for girls soccer. I'm extremely excited. It is extremely fun to be up here. I enjoy the games. The girls play very well. A little bit about me. I am a junior here. I play football and I run track. And and I wasn't supposed to do that, so that is I'm gonna stop for a sec. All right.
All right, let's get back to the game.
I'll catch up with you guys in a sec.
All right, Ashley Murphy loses that one, and St. Joe's going right back up the middle. plays one down to the sideline, and Mikaela Unzueta is takes 50-50 ball right there in the middle of the field, and Bridget Munn is now fighting for it.
Vikings are bringing the ball up the field pretty quickly right now.
Pretty good ball movement.
It's
by
a good
the Vikings.
pace. I'm happy with the pace. Passing it back.
And St. Joe's retains possession. Oh, that looks like offsides there. Yes, and the referee calls it, and Vikings will now have a free kick around the 35-yard line.
So a 45-yard field goal.
Taylor Healy will take this one once again for the Vikings. To Hannah Potter.
She has a good 35-yard boot on that one. I like it.
Ashley Murphy controlling the middle of the field up to this point. And once again, see if she does with it this time.
Oh, that was a good move right there to outplay her opponent. She kicks that ball in the box to be retrieved by the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper punts the ball out. It's a pretty big boot. We're going to give that ball 40 yards. They're bringing it down on the right side now pretty quickly. No one really in the box, so Vikings are able to get it upfield, but there is a St. Joe's attacker waiting right there who receives the ball, and looks like Vikings are... Never mind, St. Joe's is about to have a throw-in.
Vikings just need to regroup at this point, let everyone drop back into the box, and hopefully they can mark up on their on the attackers and get possession here. Good play there by Taylor Healy, kicking it out and letting the Vikings regroup. They were getting spread pretty thin, and St. Joe's about to throw this one in. Let's see what they do with this here. They're in a... And Nina Zhang, good save there by Nina, and now everyone pushes up the field.
She scoops it up. She looks like she's about to punt it. See how she does here. A pretty good punt, about 45 yards. I'm very impressed with the performance of all the athletes on the field so far. Be playing in the extreme heat because it's finally starting to get warm here in Chicago. So I'm sure that a lot of them are very tired. It's pretty evident that these teams don't have a lot of subs. So obviously the players are probably getting a little bit tired. Correction, Vikings have 7 subs. Correction, 5 subs.
All right, Nina Zhang scoops that one
scoops up the ball. Appears she's gonna punt it. It's a pretty good punt. She puts it out there, but a St. Joe's attacker gets it. They're battling for a 50-50 ball at about the 30-yard line.
Potter up there to Emily Taylor. And 50-50 in the middle of the field.
St. Joe's has a chance here. It's a 2-on-2 in the box. A shot. Oh, and it hits a crossbar.
Great
awesome
save by Nina Zhang
My
there.
goodness.
Great save, Nina.
You'll see that one on the ESPN Top 10 this weekend.
Tipped it just a little bit, went right up the crossbar. Great save there by Nina.
Man, I hope that she has a Huddle account. She'll definitely want that on her highlight reel.
Out of bounds, St. Joe's throw-in, and long boot by St. Joe's, and
Nina will scoop that one up at the goal line, baseline. She's going to wait for a second before she boots the ball. It's a pretty good punt. She gets it out to Ashley Murphy,
who runs right through that St. Joe's defender.
Well, it does go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Vikings, yes.
Ashley Murphy taking this one.
It's about at the 50-yard line.
Good head there by Hannah Potter. And the Vikings are running onto this. Momentum out of bounds. St. Joe's will regroup now, and the Vikings throwing again. Hannah Potter. Ashley Murphy moving it up the sidelines. has a shot up just a little wide and out of bounds for a St. Joe's goal kick. St. Joe's kicks back to the St. Lawrence defensive line. Taylor Healy, good pass there, escaping the pressure. And the Vikings will move back up the sideline. Emily Taylor. Let's see what they do here.
Vikings looks like they got a chance. See if someone
deflection
can
off
run
Hannah
onto that
Potter,
ball.
and she's still running onto it.
And the goalkeeper scoops it up.
Ashley Murphy moving it up the middle with a head of steam, and she went down to the ground there.
I'd like to take a second to offer you guys all the chance to add me on Snapchat and Instagram. Username for Instagram, Liam McCarthy _06 LIAMMC.
Throwing for the Vikings to Taylor Healy, who kicks it back up the sidelines. Vikings had space there and turnover. St. Joe's throwing now. Oh, no, correction, Vikings throwing.
That is
Got
good news.
Tipped by St. Joe's.
Oh, and that's a big throw. Great pass. The St. Joe's does take possession of that ball. Oh, and that's a Vikings throw-in. Oh, the St. Joe's player has lost the ball. See if the Vikings can get it. Looks like they have a good opportunity here.
Issa
We got a
Perez runs onto
50-50
this
ball.
one.
Please stop interrupting me.
And Vikings played out. Good play there by Taylor Healy.
That's a great clearance under pressure right there. I'm shocked that she was able to accomplish that. That should definitely be on her huddle highlights as well. All right, so we got a 50-50 ball. Emily Taylor takes that ball. She's bringing it up the sidelines. This looks like a good chance for the Vikings. St. Joe's does clear it, but it's about to be a Viking throw-in. And it's a big throw-in. Ashley Murphy is open. Let's see if she can get possession of the ball. Oh, nope. St. Joe's does take that from her. St. Joe's with the big kick. Oh, they must be offsides. Yes. They had 3 players offsides there. The Vikings may be running the offsides trap right now. Is unable to tell at the moment, but we will update you with that at halftime. Once Liam talks to the coaches.
Taylor Healy will take this one.
That's a big boot. She puts about 40 yards on that kick.
Ashley Murphy fighting for it.
And that's a St. Joe's ball, I guess the ref said. Oh, that ball's popped up in the air. We got a 50-50 ball. St. Lawrence does touch it, but kicks it backwards somehow. Taylor takes care of that one. She puts her leg through that one to put the ball at about midfield. Oh, that's another good ball. Let's see if
Issa
Vikings
Perez
can run
runs
on
onto
to
this one.
yeah.
Will she get there in time? Does not look like it. It'll be a St. Joe's throw-in. Plays it up the sideline and see what St. Joe's can do here. Right into a mob of St. Lawrence Vikings. And Vikings play it down, and the St. Joe's goalie will have an easy scoop up there.
And she punts the ball.
Good punch. She
Oh,
got a
wow,
great
that is a
leg.
big punt. I punt on the football team, so, I put a lot of attention into hang time as well as distance, and that was a phenomenal punt, let me just say. Thank you.
Taylor Healy plays that one. Good ball there by Taylor.
Ball's at midfield.
Looks like there's a foul against the Vikings.
Oh,
St.
man.
Joe's. It'll be a St. Joe's.
Rats.
It will be a St. Joe's free kick from, looks about like midfield-ish.
No, actually, they're moving it back. So 5 yards off of midfield. She's taking that from the 45, her own 45. Let's see how far this boot goes. Oh, that's a nice kick, but Ashley Murphy's there. That one hits off her forehead. That's a big header. But yeah, a lot just happened. But the Vikings did kick the ball out of bounds. Sorry, going a little fast for me.
Vikings throw in. Bridget Mund will throw this one in.
I did say earlier this is my first girls soccer game announcing, but I'd like to correct myself and say this is my first time ever announcing. So if I'm doing a good job, please like and subscribe to this video channel. Thank you. We did just...
St. Laurence regains control in the middle of the field. Oh, big mob of St. Joe's defenders plays it down. Looks like Nina Zhang will have an easy save here. Good job, Nina, and she will punt it back up. Looks like St. Laurence is setting their marks, and
It's a pretty good punt.
who can get there?
Vikings do get that ball up about to the 40-yard line. It's a 50-50 ball. I thought that could have been a handball, but Nina will scoop that one up again. I'd like to take a quick moment to thank you guys all for staying tuned, as our average view time is up to 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
Hannah Potter will throw this one in for the Vikings. Pretty good throw by Hannah right to Emily Taylor, and Ashley Murphy runs in with a full head of steam, and she was looking to advance this one.
She's dribbling the ball. She's at the 30. She's at the 20.
And she
She remains at the 20. She's 15. She might try to cross the ball here. Let's see who she's got in the box. She's got a couple options. She's got to get past this first defender, though. Oh, that could. Okay. Oh.
Good play there, and
Hannah could have had a goal there if the player didn't touch that. That's a good kick. Let's see who gets that.
placement.
Oh, goalkeeper scoops that up. I'd like to take a quick moment to acknowledge the brand new goals that St. Laurence did receive. After years of investment by the soccer program, we were able to purchase some new goals, and this is the first time that they have ever been used. They've never even been used in practice. They are brand new. So we'd like to thank everyone that supported the fundraisers here that we've had, and all the support that everyone does for the entire school and the program. So thank you to everyone that has helped.
Back to the game. Hannah Potter taking this one around midfield to Issa Perez. St. Joe steals it and sends it back up. Taylor Healy, she runs a great defensive line. Stays back and really clears it up when the Vikings need it most. So
Yeah, she has a wonderful leg, and she's able to kick the ball up there to even her offense. She puts it beyond the midfield sometimes. So
Ashley Murphy running back up the sideline.
she dominates on that front line. She outruns majority of her opponents. Oh, they've lost the ball. Vikings.
Potter, and it was
Wow, that should be a foul.
She is absolutely drilled by that defender.
Let's hope that Hannah's okay. I don't know. I think that should have been a foul.
It is a foul. It looks like.
Should be a PK. This
Penalty
ref
kick
called
for
it
the
right.
Vikings.
Yes, and the Vikings do receive a penalty kick. So
Wow, she just knocked over Hannah. That was
not
low to her
right.
shoulder. Did not even look to play the ball there. Went right for the body, and yeah.
Yes,
that's-
and Hannah is one of my friends, so that kind of hurt my feelings too.
All right. And looks like Ashley Murphy will take this one. This is the Vikings Great opportunity here. For
Great
the
opportunity
Vikings
to draw some first blood and put a goal up on the board for the Vikings. Going to the first half with a lead would look great and make the Vikings feel a little more secure. She takes the ball. It's a goal!
Goal for the
Puts it
Vikings.
right underneath the goalkeeper's arms.
Ashley Murphy on senior night draws first blood, and the Vikings are up 1-0 against St.
Yes,
Joe's.
a senior with the goal.
8 minutes and 31 seconds left in the first half, and the Vikings are up 1-0.
Woo!
Nice job there, and I'm sure that defender from St. Joe's is really regretting knocking Hannah over.
As she should, because Hannah's my friend, and that hurt my feelings, as I said. Oh, wow. She takes the ball again. Oh, she out-dribbles an opponent who kicked her, but they're going to play the advantage. Oh, but she loses the ball. Still, what a great run. She outran like 3 or 4 opponents right there. Just shocking.
Nina Zhang scoops this one up and with a nice rollback, and she will now punt it. And
Oh, and it's over the St. Joe's defender's head. Taylor's there, although she might let it go to her goalkeeper. Yes, Nina picks that up and will most likely punt it again
good
if I had
play
to
there by
imagine.
Taylor,
Yeah, that was really smart because she was able to avoid the rule that you can't pass it back to your goalkeeper by using her head, because that way it's allowed, I guess they say.
Emily Taylor to Ashley Murphy, and now Emily Taylor is looking to move it up for the Vikings. And
Taylor heads the ball up to Ashley. Ashley kicks the ball. There are a lot of Vikings in the area. Maybe they can make something happen here.
50-50 ball, and Issa Perez gets it,
She's chasing after it. St. Joe's defender has it.
and St. Joe's gets the possession and passes. They've got plenty of field space here, and the Vikings.
The ball's cleared up there. Nina will grab that one at the top of the box. So she's at about the 10-yard line, and she will punt this ball, it appears. Taylor gets the ball. Taylor does pass it up to Issa. St. Joe's defender does kick it, but Taylor will clear that one nicely. Give her teammates a chance to regroup and get back and get the ball. As you can see, there's some great chemistry with this team as well as with the boys' team, as the boys are over on the girls' bench trying to help them out. Those are boys of the varsity soccer program. And, yeah, it's just awesome the way that all the athletes in the school, whether they're boys or girls, are able to work together. Like volleyball helps volleyball, basketball helps basketball, and I think that's really important. Makes the girls feel a little bit welcomed, as this is their first year at St. Laurence.
Throw in for St. Joe's here. We got 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half. Vikings up 1-0, and back in play. Out of bounds, another St. Joe's throwing about 15 yards up. Emily Taylor runs onto this one. Oh, and St. Joe's keeper gets there first. Ashley Murphy gets it back out after the St. Joe's keeper boots it up. And the referee on the side raises the flag for offsides, and the Vikings will have.
And Taylor will take a kick at around the 20-yard line. would like to take a moment to remind you guys to stay tuned for halftime because we will be congratulating the girls for their senior night. So if you could stay tuned, I believe that we're going to show that here on this. Yes, okay, so please stay tuned for halftime as we'll introduce and explain a little bit more about the girls and what they do here at the school. Thank you. Ball's at about the 40-yard line. Oh, it's a handball. It took a weird bounce. And okay, Aiden's going to be leaving me for the rest of the half, so Liam will be your full-time announcer. As I said, make sure that you subscribe and like the video so that you can stay tuned for all of the St. Laurence games, all sports, all games. Thank you. It appears though there will be a free kick at about the St. Joe's 40. It's a good kick. Hannah hits off Hannah, and St. Joe's does kick that again. St. Joe's defender boots that one into the box where Nina will pick that one up. Nina will punt the ball. And the Flyers will battle out at about the 35 for some 50-50 balls. Up to Emily Taylor. Oh. Emily Taylor fighting for the ball. And the St. Joe's defender puts it at around the Vikings 30. That will be a throw-in for St. Joe's. Oh, St. Joe's player kicks that one in the box. Taylor will clear that, though. And that goes out of bounds at about the St. Lawrence 35.
Last call for senior parents.
St. Joe's throwing at the 40. And appears to be a 50-50 ball around the 20. St. Lawrence does clear that one out a little bit as it bounces down to the 35. A deflection gives St. Lawrence the ball again. And the Issa will run onto that with the St. Joe's defenders getting down there as well. St. Joe's defender gets past Issa and kicks the ball, which will go out of bounds at about the 30-yard line, the St. Lawrence 30-yard line. Ashley Murphy will throw this one in for the Vikings. Ashley Murphy with a great throw. Sends the one to the St. Joe's 45. Taylor will have a chance here to kick this one, I believe. Never mind, it went out of bounds. But St. Lawrence will have the throw again from about the 30-yard line again. This time she throws it back to Taylor. Taylor has some open space before kicking the ball. Great kick. Lands at 40, bounces another 10 yards. Vikings have a good opportunity here because of a bad kick by St. Joe's. St. Joe's will kick that ball out at about their own 32. And that will bring us to the end of our first half. Your Vikings are up 1-0 against St. Joe's. Please stay tuned to see for senior night for the girls as there will be festivities going on at half field. Thank you. And I can't wait to pick it up with you guys again in the second half.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrew Moreno, and I'm taking over for Aiden as the speaker. And here we're kicking off with St. Joe's on the ball. St. Louis winning the ball back. St. Louis throwing. Potter with the throwing. Keep Imite with the header. Go and catch. Kicks it down the middle. Murphy on the ball. Oh. Taylor kicking it. St. Joe's on the ball. Play on the left side of the field. St. Joe's playing on the right side of the field now, as we can tell.
I'd just like to say that Liam and Aiden are both back.
Hey
Those of
guys,
you that
I'm
don't
back.
know,
I was
we
in the bathroom.
yeah, sure. I was visiting with some parents. For those of you that don't know, me and Aiden are twins. Just an interesting fun fact about us.
Vikings started the half pretty well. See if they can get another one to get some insurance on their lead right now. Throw in for St. Joe's. Viking throw in now.
Yes, Viking throwing now.
Another St. Joe's throw a little further up the field. Ooh, maybe a push in the back there, but no call. Taylor Healy boots it back up.
Play on, says the referee.
And now St. Laurence charging up the sideline. Can they get onto it before it rolls out of bounds? And no, going to be a... Oh, looks like it's going to be a corner kick for the Vikings. Looks like St. Joe's touched that at some point.
Taylor Healy will be coming on to kick that one into the box for the Vikings.
Let's see what Taylor can do here. Ooh, good ball placement there. Oh, what can the Vikings do? Oh. Looks like maybe offsides. Might have been offsides there. And, oh, no, it looks like a goal kick, actually. Ball must have gone out of bounds. I didn't see that. So, here we go. Pass out to the left side, and Vikings recover that one. St. Joe's now. A little bit of momentum coming up the sideline. Bridget Munn challenging. Taylor Healy kicks. And Mikaela to Hannah. Hannah going up. Oh, and ball stolen there by St. Joe's. Oh, St. Joe's moving up the sideline now.
Pretty quickly. Oh, and that's a kick into the box.
Nobody there to recover it, though.
Nina will scoop that one up.
Good save there by Nina.
Beautiful save. Oh, that's gorgeous. That one's deep into enemy territory. Sorry, impartial territory. I was corrected here by my fellow announcer, Aiden. I'm used to playing a little
Yeah, Healy,
football, so
Good play there. And Andrea Martinez runs onto it, but not enough time. And St. Joe's goalie scoops that one up. Another punt
as
by
I was
her.
saying,
Great punt.
before Aiden interrupted me, I'm used to playing football where it is territories and not impartial areas, I guess. All right, the Vikings battle for the ball. They're on the 40. Oh, that's a beautiful pass back. But there appears to be a foul, I guess, on somebody for the Vikings.
Well,
The
St.
ref
Joe's has a
said-
free kick here, and Vikings are dropping back.
I think the ref's going to make him move that back because that is not where that foul was committed if there was a foul. It's ridiculous. I'd like to take this time to remind all you guys to subscribe and like this video. Please comment if you thought Liam and or Aiden did an excellent job. Don't forget, this is my first time announcing. For those of you that are just tuning in, for any sport for that matter. So please let me know how I'm doing.
Corner kick for St. Joe's here.
Yep,
And
corner kick for St. Joe's here.
Looks like number 2 is going to take this one.
Yep,
St.
number 2 is
Joe's.
going to take this one for St. Joe's.
St. Laurence needs to just mark up here and make sure that there's no easy opportunity for St. Joe's.
Yep, St. Lawrence just got to mark up here. Make sure there's no opportunities for St. Joe's.
Good ball placement there.
Oh, that soars that one over the crossbar.
Great opportunity there for St. Joe's.
That
All
will
they
be
need
a
to do is
goal
nick
kick
that
for the
one.
Vikings.
Taylor Healy will take this one.
Don't forget the Vikings do have the win with them in the second half, so that ball goes a little bit farther than normal. That one would have gone to the 40, but it was blocked by a St. Joseph defender.
Hannah
Hannah
boots
Potter
it.
sends that ball up.
Sweeper takes that one.
Oh.
And
Oh, 50-50 ball.
And ball looks to be going. Oh, no, not out of bounds. St. Joe's moving up the sideline. She has the defender beat. What can she do with it here? Crosses it, shoots it.
Oh, beautiful
Good save.
save by Nina.
Great save, Nina.
Nina has done very, very well this season, being that she did not even come here as a goalkeeper. She had not played much, but they've transformed her into a star, to be honest. I mean, the coaching is just excellent here, as both Coach Bukalu and Coach Miller are serving as their first year as St. Lawrence girls soccer coaches.
Throw in for St. Joe's here. And drops down. Murph headers it right back out of bounds. Another throw in for St. Joe's. Hannah gets to that one. Hannah Potter. But goes right back out of bounds. And St. Joe's moving up the sideline with these throw ins. Ball's going out of bounds for a Vikings throw in.
Michaela to attempt the throw in.
Out of bounds again for another Vikings throw in.
Michaela to attempt the throw in. Check that. Murphy has bumped out Michaela and Ashley Murphy has decided to take the throw in.
Great throw there by Murphy. That was almost 20 yards. And Vikings run onto it. Oh, boots right back to where it came from. And Ashley Murphy gets a head on it. So does Bridget Mund. And Bridget, see what she can do. Can she get back on it before it goes out of bounds? Yes, she does. Great. Right off the St. Joe's defender. Great.
That will be a
great play
Vikings throw in at about the 42-yard line. I'm trying, after I graduate from college, I'm trying to sign with FIFA as to be a recorded announcer. I think that this might be a good future for me beyond college, as I enjoy doing it. Change up the voices. right. I'm sorry about if that was cut out. I was muted by one of my fellow workers here. And now let's get back to soccer.
21 looks to take this free kick for St. Joe's. Pretty good leg there. Hannah.
Hannah.
On it.
Using her forehead. Oh. Good opportunity for St. Joe's. Yeah, that is offsides, as I thought it might be.
Good boot there by Taylor Healy.
That puts the Vikings in good position. I believe they will have, a throw in. Oh, and the ref changes direction and says that will be a St. Joe's throw in now.
Ashley Murphy moving into the open field with that one.
The ref plays an advantage off a handball. Now the St. Lawrence defense is trying to clear this ball out of the danger zone. And that will be a St. Lawrence throw-in.
The Vikings have come out in this half very physical. They're playing every 50-50 ball, and that's why they've had the majority of the possession to this point. They're also winning the ball in the air, which is also a great way to maintain possession.
It's a great header there by Maritza. Taylor with a big boot. I'd like to introduce my fellow announcer now. He has been here earlier, and he would like to resume his announcing career. Melvin Tuller.
Thank you for welcoming me back. Let's get back to this soccer game here. It's nail biter here, folks.
Would you like to introduce as where you go to school and what you're involved in here?
I go to St. Lawrence High School, and I am part of the lacrosse program and sports media and student council.
That is very interesting. And you are a junior as well, correct?
That is correct. Now let's get back to the soccer game.
All right, I did forget to mention that I am part of the math team and scholastic team as well.
That's great. Now let's get back to the soccer game.
We do have an injury out here on the field at around the 20-yard line. We do have a St. Joe's defender, I believe, down. So we're going to take a quick, brief timeout. Yes, we're going to take a timeout.
Thank you for that update there. I didn't notice that. She looks to be okay, just rolled ankle. Let's hope that she's all right. As our great athletic
trainer, Grant Ream, serving his first year here as in partnership with ATI Physical Therapy. He has a lot of experience in his young career. He graduated from Purdue and then went down to Atlanta where he did some physical training work with younger athletes there before coming back to Chicago, which is where he grew up for the younger half of his life. And now he is serving as the St. Lawrence head athletic trainer. And you could see the response team and how fast his actions were and hustling out there to check on an opponent of St. Lawrence and how good of an athletic trainer he is as he stretches her out as she appears to have a leg cramp in her right leg.
Thank you for that. Both coaches have taken this opportunity to coach their teams, and she is up and walking off the field of her own accord. That is very nice to see.
It's crazy how Grant Ream can just work some miracles.
Yeah, she looked like she was down and out, but Grant came out and worked a little Mr. Minagi, and now she's all good. To resume play, there will be a goal kick for St. Joe's. And we will resume play. St. Joseph's played it. Issa got under it, passed it off to Annie Zhang. Annie Zhang looking to make a decisive move. Issa passing it off. Isabella Perez passing off to Emily Taylor. Emily Taylor looked to be pushed, but there is no call. But she is staying on it.
And that will be a St. Joe's throw in at about the 10-yard line.
The Vikings are playing a very aggressive half, as previous stated, but I wanted to touch on that again. We will have a Vikings throw in after the St. Joe's ball went out.
I'd like to give a shout out to the ball boys here at St. Laurence. There are ball boys for every single home soccer game. That's pretty important as it builds character, especially in colder games. And it really creates an interest in the sport for these athletes as it encourages them to get out and go to sporting events. So, yes, great job to the ball boys.
Ashley Murphy with the boot down into St. Joe's territory.
It's not territory, it's neutral zone, as Aiden said, but Melvin wasn't here for that, so.
Thank you for the correction, sir. St. Joe's to attempt a throw-in.
It's a big throw, but St. Lawrence gets that one.
Hannah Potter is all over that. Emily Taylor looked to play it, but it glanced off of her foot, and St. Joe's is attacking the other way. Great play downfield.
And Taylor takes that one from the St. Joe's attacker. She's very fast, so she used her speed to get down the field and get in front of that defender to take the ball away.
A very athletic play by Taylor Healy.
We will have a throw-in for St. Joe's at about the 35-yard line.
I just wanted to touch on Taylor Healy's performances this past year. She has been a very solid foundation for this girls' soccer team. Without her, a lot of games could have gone south very fast. St. Joe's looking to play it out of their neutral zone.
And Emily Taylor there uses some aggressiveness to help St. Lawrence win that 50-50 ball. St. Joe's has an opportunity here. Taylor and Bridget are both running back to cover, but St. Joe's does have 3 players down there. And ref signals for a corner kick as Bridget Munn does kick the ball out of bounds.
Jaslyn Harper for the Chargers to attempt the corner kick.
And she kicks that ball. Beautiful soaring ball into the box.
Taylor Healy gets right under that for a head to get it out of their neutral zone.
It is called a header. St. Lawrence has some big numbers right here, and they are in attacking mode. Oh, but St. Joe's has a big kick, but I assume Nina will kick that one. Big kick out to about the 43-yard line.
And Annie Zhang is looking to get all over that as St. Joe's is
She runs
having
onto that.
possession.
She runs onto that ball. She is number 16, which is also my football number. So just wanted to let you guys know.
Thank you for that one.
Yeah, just kind of important to know. So number 16 on the varsity football team, that is Leo McCarthy.
Now let's get back to the soccer game. Bridget makes a very decisive defensive play to turn it back the other way, so the advantage is toward the Vikings. But the St. Joe's recovers very fast, and Michaela plays it back to the neutral zone of the.
The whole field
St.
is a
Joseph.
neutral zone, just in case you did forget. The whole field is a neutral zone.
I am informed by a higher power that it is not, in fact, the whole.
There
field.
is no higher power. I'm the sports media announcer manager. So yeah, let's get back to the game. Finland's throwing at about the 10. Hannah sends a great ball in the box for Emily Taylor. Emily Taylor has it, and St. Joe's boots that ball out of bounds.
Hannah Potter to
Hannah will
attempt
throw the ball
the
at a
throw-in.
similar spot as before. Sorry, my fellow announcer just punched me. Ow. Corner kick for the Vikings. As Taylor will run down the field to take that one.
Taylor Healy to attempt the corner kick. Emily Taylor on the back end of that and heads it out of bounds right over the goal.
That was a great opportunity for Vikings, and someone did make contact with the box, which is an important step. So, yeah.
This will be a goal kick for St. Joe's as she runs up and boots it to one of her players.
I would like to take this moment as the ball is about midfield and the Vikings are running on to defend it. This is a great time for you to smash that like button and the subscribe button, as well as leave a comment describing how me, Liam, and Melvin did. Thank you. Smash that like button.
St. Joe's to attempt a throw-in, and the Vikings and the St. Joe's are looking to have a breakout moment.
St. Joe's is looking for a great opportunity in this half as the Vikings looked a little bit more fatigued with this heat and this condition. This is one of the hottest days here in Chicago if you're not from the area. We reached 84 today. This is the first week that we've had some warm weather. We've been able to finally get out of coats starting this week.
There looks to be a
St. Laurence goal kick. Taylor Healy will take that one up to the 6-yard box before booting that one downfield.
And with 18 minutes left in the game, the Vikings are up 1-0. I think St. Joe's needs to start showing a little more urgency if they're wanting to stay inside this game. Taylor Healy to boot the goal kick. Hannah Potter is looking to get under it, but St. Joe's ultimately does. Looking to push back towards the Viking goal.
50-50 ball is kicked down to outside the... Yeah, that ball was just cleared, actually, so we'll just fast forward to that part.
It's called Viking throw-in. Michaela to attempt it. Hannah
She
Potter
has-
looking to get under it.
She has two good
Hannah
options
Potter
on
with
the
a
line.
header.
Hannah Potter with a header that goes on to Annie Zhang.
Jenny Zhang controls it, passes it down to Emily Taylor. Emily Taylor looking to make a decisive move downfield.
Good pass, just no teammate was there to run on.
St. Joe's kicks it out of bounds, giving them a moment to regroup. Hannah Potter to attempt the throw-in.
She's at about the 20-yard line. She sends that ball into Emily Taylor, who has great control. 50-50 ball in the box. Issa kicks it. St. Joe's defender intercepts it and starts to go down the far sideline with it. Still has the ball at about the 50-yard line. The ball was kicked ahead. Appears to stay. Yeah, it just went out of bounds, actually. I take that back. That will be a St. Joe's throw-in at about the 25. It's an opportunity for St. Joe's in the box. However, there's 50-50 ball. And Bridget Munn kicks the ball out. That'll be a St. Joe's throw-in. St. Laurence will have a goal kick here at the 6-yard box. Taylor will be taking it.
Back to the soccer game. Hannah Potter looks to control it. Oh, great move by Hannah, looking to push it down the field.
We're sorry for that delay there. I believe we're having some technical difficulties. Everything's up and working again. So, yes.
St. Joe's is pushing it down the field.
Taylor runs after that, row one. Believe she will get there. The ball will not go out of bounds. She got one defender. Oh, she kicks it. And that defender gets it. She has a good chance here. She's trying to bring it into the 18-yard box. And Taylor clears it out of bounds for St. Joe's throwing at, I'd guess, around the 10 or 15-yard line. 5-yard line. Sorry. Nope, actually, I was right. It is 10. And Annie Zhang kicks that one up. St. Joe's defender doesn't get a good touch. Another St. Joe's defender. Oh, they're bailing out at the 35, at the 40. St. Joe's player kicks it. I believe we have an offsides here. But Nina grabs it anyway. Nina will boot that ball out from top of the 18-yard box. Oh, that's one of her best kicks of the night. That one goes about 38 yards. Emily Taylor's at about the 40-yard line with that one. They're battling it out. 50-50. Oh, and that is an offsides.
Taylor Healy bringing it up for the Vikings. She's looking for a
Big
free
kick. It's a big
She's
kick.
looking to boot it deep into the St. Joe's territory for a chance to score.
Into the neutral territory.
St. Joe's is going to have a goal kick. There is 12 minutes and 40 seconds left in this game, and the Vikings have the only points.
This is what they see.
Have the only goal of the game. Taylor Healy boots it out of bounds for St. Joe's throw-in.
That is actually a Viking throw-in at the 40-yard line.
My mistake.
Taylor
Thank you
will
for
throw
the
that
correction.
one in.
That is Hannah Potter.
Or, yeah,
Hannah Potter plays it to Emily Taylor. Emily Taylor just cannot get a hold on it.
St. Joe's defender kicks it out. And that will be another throw-in.
Hannah Potter to attempt another throw-in. Plays it down the line to Emily Taylor. Emily Taylor just cannot get there. It was a little overthrown. St. Joe's will let it go out, and there will be a goal kick.
The heat here in Burbank is overwhelming. I could definitely go for an ice cold water right now.
It's a balmy 68 degrees.
I believe that my fellow announcer said it was 78, but it is indeed 79 here in Burbank.
And back to the soccer game, St. Joe's to attempt a throw in. Bridget Munt is all over that, and it goes right out of bounds off St. Joe's.
And it'll be a St. Lawrence throw in at about the 11-yard line, maybe 12 or 13. And they throw back to Taylor, and Taylor has a big kick, one of the biggest kicks of this game. That ball goes out at about the 50-yard line. Taylor has a big kick, and that ball goes over the St. Joe's defender's head. And it will go down to about the 20-yard line. Big kick. St. Joe's clears it, but there is a St. Lawrence player waiting right there for it. And a couple of good passes, and St. Joe's does get a hold of the ball and kicks it.
Bridget Munt is all over that, plays it up in the air, but St. Joe's ultimately gets under it. Bridget Munt with a touch, and Micaela looking to turn it the other way.
Oh, there might have been
off on Micaela. There looked to be a little bit of contact, but
the ref plays on. At least St. Joe's throw at the 40-yard line. And the ball's in the St. Lawrence 18-yard box. Taylor makes a decision to just kick that one out. I'd actually think that one went out at the 21-yard line.
This will be a Viking free kick taken by Taylor Healy. She's looking to boot it into St. Joe's territory. And a boot it is, and it's deep into St. Joe's territory. And Hannah Potter is looking to get onto that, but St. Joe's ultimately gets onto it. Taylor Healy is all alone on an ISO, but she is an athletic person and kicks it right out. We got approximately 8 minutes left, and the Vikings are still up 1-0. There doesn't seem to be a lot of shots on goal at the moment. It's a little back and forth. St. Joe's kicks it out of bounds, so Micaela will take the throw in. Actually, she will be bumped off, and Ashley Murphy will take the throw in. Ashley Murphy with a beautiful throw in, but it was gotten under by St. Joe's, but Ashley Murphy looking to make a play. She boots it into St. Joe's territory, and St. Joe's controls it and is looking to push it down the other way. Emily Taylor is playing some ferocious defense. We got an offsides call,
and St. Lawrence will have a free kick here,
and it seems to be going to be taken by Taylor Healy.
Taylor has one of the strongest legs on the team. I'm very impressed. She gets a lot of distance and hang time on the ball. Super important to get over her opponent's heads and down into St. Lawrence territory.
Here we go, the wind up and the kick, and it's good.
It's a big kick.
She is outside of the box, and the refs are having a meeting to talk about it. It's gonna be a free kick for the Vikings right outside the box.
This is a great opportunity for the Vikings, as they will have the ball right outside of the box, and they have an opportunity to either try to score
and
or
pull away with this game.
or they can pass the ball and try to set something up surrounding the box.
Taylor Healy is on this, and if I am right, I'm thinking she's going to look to take this shot herself. Taylor has been very lethal in this distance. I'm expecting a goal from this.
Taylor with the kick. Oh, and it's a save by the goalie. That's right. That was a great shot by Taylor. The goalie just was there to catch that one.
Everyone's dropping, and Taylor Healy looks to play on the ball, but it bounces right in front of her. St. Joe's is looking to push it down the court.
As we have about 5 minutes left in this match. Correction from my fellow announcer. This is not a court, but this is indeed a field.
This will be a St. Joe's throw-in. St. Joe's is looking to get some action down on their side of the field to tie this game up before the time runs out. We are at 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in regulation.
These are some of the deciding moments in the game as both teams appear to be a little bit fatigued, but St. Joe's is going to really push really hard for a goal. St. Lawrence is going to play some good defense to try to clear the ball out and prevent St. Joe's from scoring a goal.
St. Joe's needs to start showing a little more urgency.
The time is winding down.
We have a goal change for St. Joe's.
A goalie change
for St. Joe's.
As most likely the goalie they have in goal now is going to take a field position and maybe set something up for the St. Joe's offense. As she does appear from previous punts and goal kicks that she does have a pretty good leg, so.
I want to give a shout out to the softball girls team with a decisive win, an 11-0 win actually.
And also our St. Lawrence baseball team, who is playing Rita today, is up 5-1. 5-1. 6-1, my bad, in the 5th inning. This is a very important game for them, as if they win, they will most likely split conference instead of taking second.
St. Joe's throw-in. A nice play back to Taylor Healy. Taylor Healy looking to boot it, and boot it she does. The girls' sports here at St. Lawrence has been very talented.
It's a chance for St. Joe's, but Nina is there for the save. What a save. As that could have been an equalizer for St. Joe's. We have about 3:25 left in the match.
St. Joe's is looking to push it down the field, but Ashley Murphy is all over that and kicks it deep into the St. Joe's territory.
The seniors have really played their hearts out tonight, as this is the first girls graduating class at St. Lawrence, and the girls are coming off a great season here. They've definitely made a name for themselves in sports and academics. They've made the school develop a lot, and the girls have really just played amazing tonight, especially the seniors, who this will be their only senior night here at St. Lawrence. there will be a substitution here on the field, and we will have a goal kick here for St. Joe's as time gets down to 2:25. St. Joe's defenders running onto the ball.
Taylor Healy with a great
I
play.
believe the number 10 who is now on the field was the goalkeeper. She is extremely fast. St. Lawrence is able to clear that ball out past half field. Now we will have a throw in for St. Joe's at about the 40-yard line. It was a 50-50 ball at the 50-yard line. Meeks will kick that ball down the sideline.
Michaela.
Yes, sorry. And run onto that ball. St. Lawrence just keeps on booting the ball into St. Joe's 18-yard box. Mostly delaying time right now. Giving themselves a chance to recuperate and finish strong on defense as we reach about a minute 10 left in this match.
St. Joe's still has a chance to tie this up, but they need to show a lot more urgency.
We have under a minute here left. 52 seconds exactly. St. Lawrence clears that ball again into the St. Joe's 18-yard box. Goalkeeper will scoop that ball up. Definitely need to get that ball down the field quickly. St. Lawrence keeps the ball down by the 18-yard box as they fight for a couple 50-50 balls. St. Joe's passing the ball amongst themselves, trying to get an opportunity to get the ball up the field.
There's 30 seconds left of this game.
Less than 30 seconds. We are actually at 25 seconds. St. Lawrence just kicks the ball again. It'll be a St. Joe's throw-in at about the end zone, actually in the end zone.
This one's over. The audience seems to think this one's over. They're clapping it up for the St. Lawrence Vikings.
As we get to 10 seconds left, I'm positive there may be a throw-in. Yes, there is a throw-in. Well, that will bring us to the end of the match as we count down from 3, 2, 1. And the St. Lawrence girls win on senior night here at St. Lawrence. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in. Please smash that like button. Please subscribe to this channel. And thanks for tuning in. Go Vikings and leave some comments saying how Liam did.
Tune in here
other people too if you
Thursday
want.
when St. Rita and St. Lawrence baseball battle it out on the diamond. First pitch is at 4:30 p.m. at St. Lawrence High School.